What's up guys, Crippled White Joe here, back with another video. This time I have for you my deck profile of Superheavy Samurai Spright. I had some requests from one of my previous video where I showcase how to play through Droll with this variant, and people are asking, yo, can you show me your deck profile? I'm really interested in it, so it gets requested, I oblige. For the first hand traps, we go 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Gamma. I think in this build, these are fine. Depending on your locals, you might want to switch it up. But these are probably 9 of the most generic and the best hand traps in the next format. Yeah, going forward. In this build, yeah, these are more than fine. You wanna maybe swap the ashes out for Nibiru's or Ghost Ogres or whatever, but in this build, I don't think it's needed. This build adds so many layers in just killing your opponent off, even going second. If your super heavy samurai engine doesn't go through, then you can go fall back on your sprite engine. So you have so many layers of like interruption and disruption. So it doesn't really matter too much. Um, but we need to see how the format will develop. So I cannot really personally say like this is the best and this is the best. Yeah, this is just a deck that I created myself with help of the some of the boys from the Super Heavy or from the Sprite Discord and some of my personal testing group, and they all gave me some input, and this is where it came out basically. So yeah, it's a 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Gamma. We have the Spell Canceller, as showcased in one of my previous videos. If you get rolled, you can just make this one and you punish your opponent immensely for drawing you. Um, Pank. Pank is great going first and going second, because in this variant, I think I have Pank in most of my super heavy builds, even my pure ones, because if you open this going first, you can just spend them, summon it, and it just, yeah, it gives you an additional interruption, and who doesn't want that? Uh, Now we have some of the sprite cards, sprite package cards, Nimble Angler, Nimble Beaver. I think these are also sprite cards in my opinion, because yeah, they are amazing. They facilitate just a lot of insane stuff. We have 3 blues, 2 jets, a carrot, and no red. It's because this deck already poops out 3 Omni Negates if it goes full combo, so it doesn't really need a red. It's just not. It's just, yeah, it's not needed. Um, we have 3 bikes for the Super Heavy Samurai engine. 3 bikes, 1 Big Benkei, 3 Wakaoshi, 1 Scales, the 1 Soul Peacemaker, 3 Soul Piercer for the Super Heavy engine. Uh, these 3 cards, or Bike and Wakaoshi, are just insane cards. Yeah, it's insane. Uh, yeah, it's the build is just, yeah, molded together with these 2 cards. Um, Regulus Regulus needs to be there in every single variant of Super Heavy. It's just a free Omni Negate. If you open it, it's insane. You can make an early Regulus. So yeah, there's nothing too much to add to it, to be honest. 3 starter and a double cross. If you get Dark Ruler, for example, and the only way they can kill you after the Dark Ruler, well, not technically kill you because they can't, but to get rid of all your monsters, is Zushu. So they Dark Rule you, they go battle phase with their XYZ monster, and on attack declaration, you just double cross their monster under a Mannequin Cat or a Gigantic. And yeah, and then they probably lose. Um, for the extra, we'll do extra deck first. We have an XL, we have a Brawn, and we have a Savage Dragon. We have a Zeus, we have 2 Gigantics, because Kashtira, we have a Mannequin Cat, we have a Baguska, we have a Dark. Dark is a flex spot really. We talked about this card a lot at the beginning of our testing, we found out that this card was insane. But then more and more of my friends, like, it fell off in their build. But I still like it because if you don't have any access to Wakoshi, you can make this with blue and another card, for example, and you could just go battle phase, kick, crash this into something, and then effect engrave, you search Wakoshi. So you still have access to your Sprite combo or to your super heavy combo in that way. Um, IP IP is sick. If you have IP and some other monsters under your field, you can in your opponent's main phase you can link them all away for Goddess. You can just yeet one of their monsters. That's pretty sick. We have the Genius that could search out the spell cancel if it's needed. We have the Sprint for your Sprite combo. We have double Scarecrow. It's kind of mandatory. And then we have the Goddess. So the side deck, I always tell people that say they want to see my side deck, is that you should never really take someone's or copy someone's side deck because you never know why they have certain choices in there, because their side deck could be catered to other things that your locals may be catered to. So, but there are some staples in the Super Heavy Samurai side deck that should be there and should be mandatory. For example, Archfiend Eccentric and Thief should be there 100% in every single one because they're just back row removal. You need them. Like, this deck probably dies from a set 5 pass deck, so you need the back row removal to clear at least some of them, some of the problem cards they have, together with the Magical Hound. I've also thought about Trap Eater. Trap Eater is also a really good card, and you can play Trap Eater instead of Magical Hound because Trap Eater is a level 4 tuner, so that's also really good. But a funny interaction, what you could do with Thief is that when your opponent skill drains you, you can activate Thief, special it, and because skill drain is on the field, and the clause of you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Super Heavy Samurai monsters, that doesn't apply because you're on the skill drain. So when you clear the skill drain, you could just summon whatever you want, and yeah, you're gonna be Gucci that way. It's a funny thing that everyone should know. Magical Hound could be Trap Eater. Goliath should instantly win you the mirror and the cash when they start out with Fenrir. This really hurts also. Effect failures. This is our version of imperms. These could be Nibiru's. It's whatever you wanna, your own personal flavor. I think I'm gonna change them to Nibiru. I'm not sure yet. Like, I don't know how many people in my locals are gonna cater to purely or to Super Heavy Samurai. I don't see them playing Super Heavy Samurai a lot. Maybe me and one other guy, and maybe another guy that's gonna try it out. But from the 20 players that are regularly at my locals, I would say maybe 3 max. So yeah, I'm not really gonna cater to the mirror. Don't think it's needed because if you have like 2 or 3 Super Heavy Samurai players at your locals and you're really confident with your deck alone already, and you know where to counter it because you did play your deck very well, then should already give you an advantage in the mirror anyway. If there's a lower count, of course, at your locals. Santa Claus, I think it's better than something like Kaiju's right now in this format, but I cannot say for sure, of course, because the format has to develop, and I'm no wizard. We'll see what's gonna happen in the future. Prohibition. This is one of my personal deck choices, I would say, quote unquote. I bought a playset last week. I haven't tested it out yet because they came in today, actually, and I'm gonna see how they play. If I'm gonna be happy about them, they're gonna stay. If they're gonna let me down, then they'll probably be replaced for something better. But the general idea in my head about this card is really good. sight him in going first, post sighting, and then yeah, if you go first, post sighting, go first, then you just slap down the prohibition called Droll, for example, or something else that you're really worried about, and yeah, you can keep going forward. So yeah, this is my deck profile. Some really good and well thought out ideas. I hope this answers some questions. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. My apologies for my English. It's really late. It's like 1:50 a.m. and I wanted to push this video, so it's still here. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. And I hope you guys have a nice day, a nice week, and see you guys soon. Make sure to like and subscribe if you really like the video. And see you guys next time. Crippled by Joe, signing out. Peace.